Step two in getting your home sold for the most money in the least amount of time. All right, here we go. Price. Now, this is a big one. We're probably going to break this into 2 videos because otherwise I could talk for like 45 minutes on price. Why? Because price is king. In a marketplace, selling a commodity, price is king. Okay, people, whether you're selling marbles or you're selling ponies or you're selling cars, if you got a commodity, you got some other way for people to spend their money, price is king. Even if there's not a lot of competition, price is still going to be king. And you need to figure out from the buyer's perspective how much someone would spend for your house, not your home, for your house. Given its size, its age, its location, what is it worth in the marketplace? And this is a fairly simple thing to determine. And there's a couple ways to do it, and there's one way not to do it. Okay, so let's get into the one way not to do it. Okay, the one way not to do it is use the Zestimate. I'm just going to call it out and let you know now. The Zestimate is dangerous. Frankly, it's designed to be inaccurate. I don't know if it's designed to be inaccurate, but they don't care that it's inaccurate. Zillow doesn't care because Zillow's revenue model is to sell advertising to real estate agents. So the more Zillow drives customer inquiries to real estate agents, the better. The job of the Zestimate is not to be accurate. The job of the Zestimate is to catch your eye as the consumer and drive you to a realtor who'll tell you the real price. Okay, that's just the way that is. Even Spencer Raskoff, when he went to sell his house, the Zestimate on his house was off by like, I don't know, 7% or something. So it's just inaccurate. That's the one way not to price your house, okay? Don't even look, because I really do think it puts a false reality in your mind. A couple other ways you could price your house, okay? And this is how we do it when we're selling a home, but you would go to open houses in your neighborhood. I'd go to open houses in your neighborhood for 2 months, 3 months, and by your neighborhood, I mean within a mile or two. Maybe it's smaller, maybe it's closer, but I would spend some time in the area and find out what houses are on the market for, okay? You don't really have any access to sold price, although I think Redfin now is posting sold prices. But if you can do this, if you do this with enough lead time for 2 or 3 months, and this is what we do this for a living, but if you're doing this on your own, you do it for 2 or 3 months and you actually create a spreadsheet. And you could actually get price per square foot, which is something that we track. You could do, and you would want something that's within, I don't know, 300-400 square feet of yours, plus or minus, 300 square feet smaller, 300 square feet bigger, roughly. This is all just ballparking it. Within a bedroom, baths are worth more than bedrooms. So same square footage with 3 bedrooms versus 4 is not that big a deal. Okay, but same square footage with 2 baths or 3 baths, much bigger deal. And you'll start getting used to that as you shop. So you'll start you got to put the hours in. Either you're going to hire an agent that's put the time in, or you're going to do it yourself to put the time in. But you got to go to open houses. Okay, much easier way to do it. Much more accurate way to do it. It's not easier, but it's way more accurate. The other way you could do it is this. You could call a realtor, and I would probably call 2 or 3 because I'm already recommending, and I always recommend that you interview multiple agents. So you call 2 or 3 realtors and say, hey, I'm looking at selling my home. Can you give me a comparative market analysis? That's what it's called, a CMA, comparative market analysis. And you ask them for a comparative market analysis, and then they'll give you one. And any agent will do this. Well, okay, only a really horrible agent would not do this. Okay, I mean, I don't know what they would be thinking to not do it, but everyone wants your business. You have a valuable commodity to a real estate agent. Okay, what's that? You got 3% commission. That's a lot of money in most cases. It's a lot of money in almost all cases. So you got something that a realtor wants. They should be chasing you for this business. And they should do when someone asks me for a comparative market analysis, I usually give them a 25, 30-page report on that with handwritten notes. And why? Because that's what I do for a living. That's how I get my business. So any realtor should be able to do this for you. And I would get 2 or 3. I'd ask around in my circle of friends. And these are going to be the people you interview anyway. And for sure, feel free to use my book. Don't get fooled again. The 7 questions you must ask before hiring to avoid hiring the wrong real estate agent again. Use those 7 questions. But one of the things to do is ask them for a comparative market analysis. All right, so you can go to open houses yourself, or you can do comparative market analysis. But at the end of the day, you're going to wind up with a reasonable proximity of what your home is worth. Now, here's the one caveat. It doesn't matter to you It shouldn't matter to you what you think it's worth. Why? Because you don't set the price. It's a marketplace. And anyone in business selling anything can tell you the manufacturer doesn't sell the price, the salesman doesn't sell the price, the store doesn't sell the price, set the price. The only person who sets the price is the consumer. The consumer says what they're willing to pay for it and what they're not willing to pay for it. And you got to get that straight. As the CEO of a business selling this commodity, you got to get straight that the person who's going to ultimately set that price is not you, it's the buyer. And once you get that straight, you can then look at the comparative market analysis and really look to see how much are people paying for houses that look and feel and are in the same location as your house. And once you get that number, then you can move to step 3, okay? But that's step 2, okay? Set the price, do those things. We'll see you in step 3, which is knowing what to do to update your home, things like that, okay? Talk to you in a minute. Bye.